Hi, today we're going to be making a hostess gift, and we're going to be making coasters using felt. And so what I have done here already is I have some felt glue from Beacon. I've used my ruler with a black marking pen, and this is to show you, to indicate how we're going to cut this out. And then I have my scissors here for cutting the felt. And what I have done is I have marked off 4 inches by 4 inches. So I've done that here 4 times. So we're going to make 4 coasters. I've got a double layer of felt. I've got the orange and the white. And then I've marked off 1/2 inch increments and drawn a connecting line. Now this project would be very simple to do with a rotary cutter. I'm going to use scissors today. However, if you have a rotary cutter, then definitely use that, and your project will go a lot faster than how I am working it today with a pair of scissors. But I want to show you that you don't necessarily need a fancy tool to make it work. So I am just going to cut my felt down, and then I will come back and show you what we're going to do with it from there. So I've got my pieces cut, and I've got my felt here in the white lined up, and I'm just going to use a piece of painter's tape right along the edge here just to kind of hold them in place. And then we're going to take every other one and lift them up, and then we will place our first orange strip in place. Kind of give you an idea of what this is going to look like. All right. So we're going to be weaving our felt pieces in place. I think I'm going to want to tighten up the position of those white ones, just so everything will fit together well. All right. So I've got my pieces of white laid out, touching each other as close as I can get them. And then I'm going to use a piece of painter's tape just to mark off this top edge, just to kind of hold them in place. And we're going to go in and take every other one, lift it up, and place our second color right in there. And we want to work it up to that edge as close as we can get it. Okay, now when we're happy with the placement of it, we're going to use our felt glue. Okay, so to have our felt glue work, you want to remove the protective cap that's underneath here, which I've done. And then it says to cut off an 1/8 inch from the tip. And then it says to apply the glue to one side of the felt, gently positioning your items together without pressure. Glue will soak into the felt. It'll dry for 1 hour before handling. Completely dries in 3 to 4 hours. So to begin, we're going to lift these back up little glue in here where we want them to attach. And once these have dried, I can go back in and glue them on the reverse side, because we definitely want the edges to be glued well. All right, so now we're ready for our second layer, and that's just lifting up the alternatives. I'm just going to place a dab of glue here. And put our piece in place. We want to get it up as tight as we can. And then glue these as well. And so we're just going to continue this process until we get to the end. Okay, so now I just need to let this sit and dry. And you can see here that what we have is a really nice coaster, but also that we didn't use all of the orange pieces that were cut. So I have 2 extras here that didn't fit in. And while this is going to dry, I'm just going to tack these guys down too. Just to make sure everything is nice and stuck in place. And so once everything is dry and we like how it looks, we'll just go through and trim off the edges. And you could also do some decorative sewing around the edge if you wanted to. So I am just going to hold these pieces together with binder clips. You could also do this with pins.